going on, Tasha? We live.
Okay. Hey, Ngapo. Chamo Ngapo, you guys. I can't see anybody in the chat.
Hold on. Let me go to your region. You have everybody that's on. Halito, everyone. Halito.
Alito. I still can't see it. You know my stuff off.
They coming in. They coming on.
Yeah, I still can't see nothing. I'm trying to load it up on my browser.
It's coming. It's coming. Let me see. Where can I find my relatives' information? So let's see here. I had started you on the screen. I'm gonna put the no grandmama killer sign up, and I'm gonna work these. I'm gonna have to go ahead and start working the ticker and stuff. But we got let me see. We got Frank Little, Lorray. Hey Lorray. We got Copper Color Brown, Loyalty Coexist, Callie Williams, Solito brother. Feather Crown King. Oh yeah, we got everybody's in here today. Can't hear you, Tasha.
That's the
All
only
right.
one I can see.
Okay, you good. We can hear you now.
All right. Oh, shoot, I forgot the other. I can't find the other page.
So which
All
one we're
right,
gonna
y'all.
start off with today?
Start off with the
Tomorrow.
do some good upon their countrymen.
Some good upon the countryman.
Yeah, it's on the first page.
Okay. Wait a minute. I got say that again.
Do some good. Well, it should be the paradox of Indian
I got you.
slavery and early.
Okay, nah, I was
Okay,
trying to
I
figure
don't
out
know
what you
what I can't remember what I titled it. I'm sorry, I sent you a different title. All right, you guys, we're gonna get into it. Once he brings it up on the screen, go to the first page.
It's up. I just gotta there we go. I know how to get it off.
Okay, so we were talking about the book earlier, The Stranger's Puritan by Hugh Peters. So it's basically kind of like an autobiography of his life as well as daily, I guess, business transactions and things for the Plymouth Plantation. I know y'all all know the Plymouth Rock story and those things, but it didn't necessarily go the way that they taught us in school. And really, they came here to take advantage of the land and the people because they were over there taking advantage of the land and the people of the Irish and Scottish people. Okay. So in this book he really breaks it down and he got a little tea on some of the people that he's working with, and this one woman's a prostitute and she's kind of convincing them to do all these business deals and they shun her and all this crazy stuff on here. Okay, can you bring up the first page? But in this book they talk about the first slave ship that was built in North America. I know all y'all be asking where are the slave ships and that, this and that, but most of those ships were not specifically made to transport slaves, especially not from Africa. Okay, so this slave ship was built in New England, and let me see if I can find the page in the book. I got the book right here, and it was called the Desire. Okay, so the first slave ship over here is called the Desire. And basically they were building these ships so they can do commerce with the Caribbean. Okay, so can you bring up the first page so they can see it? Not this page, the next, I mean page 2. There you go. All right, so on this page it says, in the wake of the Pequot War in New England in 1637, 17 Pequot Indians, 15 boys, and 2 women were ordered to be sent out of New England by Massachusetts officials. Hundreds of captives had been taken by the English Puritans as a result of the colonists' triumphs in the battle at Mystic and the Great Swamp. Subsequently, many Pequot men were put to death, while others were divided up amongst the soldiers. given to the Narragansett, or assigned to the Connecticut or Massachusetts colonies. The 17 women and boys, however, were placed on board the Salem-built craft of Captain Pierce and embarked for sail in the remote Atlantic island of Bermuda. Can y'all see that? For some reason, Captain Pierce missed his landing and continued on to the West Indies. Once there, Pierce disposed his cargo on the tiny Puritan outpost off the coast of Nicaragua at Providence Island, where, by the stroke of the Providence Island Company's pen, the rebel Pequots were transformed into cannibal Negroes, condemned to serve out their lives in slavery in Anglo-America's first true slave society. All right, can y'all see that? Y'all hear it?
Yeah, they see it. I got it blowed up for them. Let me check the chat and make sure they can see it. Cause I got some questions already.
Right. So y'all see, they built this ship specifically for the Pequots. Those are Algonquin people. And by the stroke of the pen, y'all see the trend here. These are the first real people that were taken by the stroke of the pen and changed into Negroes.
Not just Negroes though, cannibals.
Cannibal Negroes.
That's what told me.
Cannibal Negroes. So what they were trying to do is beef their stock up, okay? So by calling them cannibals, of course, the people knew that they weren't Christians, so they can treat them however they wanted to treat them.
Because the queen said, said, at anybody that was cannibals, you could enslave them.
Exactly. Exactly. And then at the same time, up in New England, they had a group of Indians called the Praying Indians. Okay, and those people were left alone. And they also, in this book, they go about how they were like begging and working hard to convert the Indians to Christianity. They spent thousands of dollars in debt. They put themselves thousands of dollars in debt before this. And this is the reason why they had to ship these people out as slaves to pay off their debt. So what they were doing is they printed out the first Bible in North America.
Hold up. You went away as soon as you said it. All right, you back. Say it again. They printed out when?
They printed out the first North American Bible in the Algonquin language to convert these people to Christianity.
So they had to be 1619?
Yes, it's the 1600s. I don't know exact year. Let me find the page I just found. So on page 182 of the Strenuous Puritan, I know I can't bring it up on there. Not on there.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh,
it's
okay.
in the book I got.
I'm about to get to digging.
Right. Well, in the book, they tell you right here, it says, they show that they were trying to collect 2,000 pounds, which is a lot back then, in money, in scholarship funds, so they could convert the Indians. Okay. So because that did not work, they started to ship the Indians out as slaves to pay back those debts. Okay. That's just one instance where they borrowed $2,000.
Now, this is before the Atlantic slave trade now.
Right.
I need people to know this. This is before that slave trade.
Right, exactly. So the Pequot were the first people that they really were shipping out like that. And let me see if this article talks about the desire. I don't see it on here. But yeah, so what they were doing is they were competing with the Spanish as well. And it got to a point where they kind of went overboard. And the guy, Peter Hughes, talks about it in the book.
In the book we was talking about this morning?
Yes. Yes.
What was the name of that book again?
The Strenuous Puritan.
That's it.
By Hugh Peters. On page 180, he talks about his anger with the Bay Colony for a shabby treatment of him, and it led to Eliot, the one who created the Algonquin Bible, and a couple other people having, and because he thought that converting the Indians was basically a waste of time and money, right? And he quoted Mr. Eliot and Mr. Mayhews and such others preached to the Indians might for comfort sustenance herein, I was speaking in this old Latin, be allowed 100 ill per annum sterling to be paid here in England to their signees or ensigners. And
Someone
he
said,
here's value.
"Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was gonna wait till you finish."
So basically, he was saying they blowing and wasting money trying to convert the people, and that's why he basically Peter Hughes basically came up with the idea to build the Desire, this first slave ship, and to send these people to the Caribbean to trade them.
So,
they can pay debts off.
Fawn Edwards said, "Can you repeat that about the Bible being translated one more time?" You remember what?
I said the first Bible. You can look it up. John Eliot was the one who translated into the Algonquin language. So in the 1600s, the first Bible created in North America was made in the Algonquin language for this purpose, to try to convert the Indians to Christianity. All right, so they used it as basically a tactic to try to take the land. Kind of, they thought they could assimilate the people with Christianity.
Oh yeah, I was reading about that when James came over here. I don't know, allegedly, but what I read was he wanted the people to be Christians, but it was a lot to deal with plantations. Was a big motive. It was a big money maker, and he had got into it. And when they went back is when they ordered, allegedly is when he ordered the book to be written.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm trying to find a page that talks about the actual ship. So I got all marked off. All right, it says Peter.
Go ahead.
On page 138 of the Strenuous Puritan, it says Peter Hughes also encouraged shipbuilding at Salem and in the Bay generally. Before he had formally chosen Salem's pastor, he prevailed upon the Salem people to cooperate in building a ship. Okay. And with his own capital, he helped to launch Salem's first vessel, the Desire. And although he owned only an interest in it, it was commonly referred to as his ship. Okay. So the Desire was the first ship that they used.
The Desire.
Yep. In February 1638, with a cargo of cotton, tobacco, salt, and Negroes. By this trade, it's apparent that Peter Hughes not only sought profit for himself, but also hoped to establish a commercial basis upon which the younger colony could build. Okay. So you'll see where they were trading cotton, tobacco, salt, and Negroes. On this first voyage abroad, it was commissioned to transport a group of Pequot captives to Bermuda and sell them as slaves. All right. So, and then they missed the mark, like I said earlier, and they end up.
That's right. So
past Bermuda.
I know everybody know. I know y'all about to be mad at Coach, but y'all know what time it is. We are all on one channel. I just let everybody know. Hey, we're going to No Grandma Killers over on YouTube channel to finish this conversation, and I hope to see y'all there. So I'm sorry, Phoenix, your YouTube, you got a lot of viewers, but y'all know where we're going. We're going to No Grandma Killers. So I'll meet y'all there. All right, y'all. Peace.
All right, everybody.
So yeah, that's some tough information right there.
Yeah, and it also talks about how they were taking Irish slaves. I'm about to read that in a second. Once I get back, once I can see the chat, I can't see.
Oh yeah, I just shut them all down. The only one open now is No Grandma Killers. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
it. It's echoing now.
No, that was me. That was me. I switched to that
Okay.
chat.
Okay, we're back on. Y'all been switched over, you guys? I
Yeah,
see
they coming
14
on in.
people.
Yeah, I'm seeing them come on
Okay.
in.
All right. So on page 163 of the Stranger's Puritan, I'm about to say Negro, Stranger's Puritan, they talk about how around this time they were at war with Ireland and Scotland, as some of y'all know. And basically, the people were kind of running wild through the streets because there was so much disarray. Children was running around. Let me read what it says right here. And so just before left Ireland in autumn of 1642, Hugh's half brother, Captain Benjamin Peters, together with Captain Daniel, both naval commanders in the Irish expedition. Oh, I think it cut out. You there, Coach?
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't think
I
they can
hit the
see
mute.
me.
Oh, they can see you fine. I'm looking at you on YouTube right now.
Oh, okay. It says, where was I at? Captain Daniels, both of them naval commanders in the Irish expedition had directed or carried away poor naked people that were found in such distress in Ireland, being about 500 of them. Okay. So brought to England, they had no place to go, and at the same time, hundreds of English children, orphans, illegitimates, and the like, roamed the streets of London with no one to care either for their bodies or for their soul. In England, they went rogue upon up and down the kingdom, and not. Y'all see me? Coach?
Yeah, I'm
Is it
here.
back on?
No, it's always been on. You see, I guess they're still in the other chat and they don't see you no more. We don't know
Oh,
grandma killers. That's why they say that. So, everybody in the comment is saying yes, 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 yes. They see you well. They see you.
okay. Okay. So they were saying that these people from Ireland and even some of the poor English people were running wild, and they put them on these ships and sent them to the Americas. Okay. You said 500 people the first time. And it says, in England, they went rogue up and down this kingdom, not being employed in any honesty and lawful calling. But in New England, they might in some time be useful servants in this land and be unburdened of many unnecessary and idle people. So
So
basically, they send the homeless. Hmm?
they got over there and them folks went. They didn't give them no work or nothing. Basically.
No, this that they weren't doing no work where they was. That's why they put them on the ships and
Oh,
sent them
okay.
over. Yeah, because they're jobless, they running wild in the streets, hanging out and being homeless.
I got you. I
And
got you.
and then it says, now in January 1642 through 43, Hugh Peters presented to Parliament, and he said, the humble petition of divers inhabitants of New England that are here entrusted for the affairs of that plantation, concern and collection to be allowed them to the 2 next Lord's days in London, and the parishes thereabout for transporting of poor children driven out of Ireland and other poor fathers' children of this kingdom that are out of employment. So they're just scooping up children to make them slaves,
Sound
basically.
like kidnapping to me.
That's where the term kidnapping come from. That's exactly where the term kidnapping come from. When they took them kids from Ireland and England and made them servants and slaves, of course, if they don't sign a contract, the only way you're serving is if you can sign a contract. Children can't sign contracts, so they were essentially enslaved.
Wow. So you
Yeah,
had to sign a contract, man. I didn't know that neither.
yep, you had to sign. Basically, what the servitude is the contract with the government that you're going to pay off certain debts or things that you had to pay off.
Probation, community service,
Probation, yeah, basically.
the
So
chain
you get
gang.
like 21 years probation,
No, 21 years chain gang. Well, you got to get up
pretty
every
much.
morning and go to work and work all day, then come back and just every day. I got you. I got you.
Yeah. So they were doing all this hustling and stealing people and stuff, basically to pay off these debts that they kept racking up. Right, and that's why they built the slave ships. Okay, so they were using it to ship out the Indians, and then some they had ships already in England. They were using to ship in the homeless people and the children, the
Sound like what they
orphans.
doing today in the cities. Excuse me. They going around
Pretty much.
scooping up all the homeless folks out the cities and sending them away. And they don't know
Mm.
where they sending them. Like when we had the Super Bowl came to Atlanta, they was going around picking up all the homeless folks. So it looked like Atlanta's this all nice city and stuff. And they said they was taking them and dropping them off down in Macon and different places like that.
Okay.
Who knows where them people went?
Yeah, I don't know. But okay, on page 4, this the the PDF that I told you to pull up. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it.
Okay, I'll pull it up.
Page
Hold
4.
on. I got you. I got you coming right up.
So my brain is just going a million miles.
I think this is it. Yeah, right. Okay. Here we go. We
Y'all
got
follow me?
the
What you
paradox.
saying?
The Indian calls the 1676 Barbados interracial
Mm.
warfare and population decline among the New England. The Carolinas.
Paradox. Paradox. The one that says the paradox.
I'll go back to the paradox.
Yeah, that one. Page 4.
We're on page 4. Okay, I'm here.
At the bottom, it says, in this light, whether or not the English chose.
Hold on, hold on,
I'm
hold
sorry,
on. Wait a
I went
minute.
too fast.
You said page 4
Yeah, page 4.
of the paradox?
Yeah.
All
And let me
right.
pull up myself. Okay, page 4 of the paradox, it says, the authors of New England's first fruits.
2,
Of, I'm
3,
sorry, did you find it?
4. It's 391.
Let me see.
Because on the PDF, this
I
is
think
page
so.
4.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. I'm here.
yeah, 391. So go down under the little stars, and it says the authors of New England's first fruits, a promotional tract published in 1643, were working with familiar language when they created, almost before the flames of the Pequot War had extinguished, that Puritan colonial enterprises were quite unlike the wicked and
Hold on.
injurious
Hold on.
and
Hold on. Okay. 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 Okay.
you see it
I'm
and
sorry. I got you.
scandalous so and scandalous carriages of other plantations. So they basically were trying to say they were different, and then they kind of got a little crazy. The 16th, the 17th century English colonialism was a competitive enterprise that pitted colonies against each other, but it was also an international struggle among several European powers. How Anglo-Americans behaved towards the indigenous inhabitants was therefore a measure of how closely English colonialism echoed Spanish predecessors. In this light, whether or not the English chose to enslave Indians and under what conditions they deemed such an extreme measure desirable spoke volumes about how early modern Englishmen thought about both slavery as an institution and what it meant to be English in the emerging Atlantic world. Okay. So you see, they're kind of they started to institutionalize slavery as a part of their commerce at that time.
Because it's working so well.
It was working well. All they did was to go to war with the Indians and make an excuse. Like the Pequot War, they kind of made up something, and a group of Englishmen blamed these Indians for killing one guy, and that started all that drama.
They used 2 other tribes to go in on the Pequots.
Right, the Narragansett was one.
And the Mohegans was the other one.
Right, exactly, exactly. So that's basically how the first slave ship was created, called the Desire, you guys. The first slave ship in North America.
So there it
And it
is.
was used to ship the Indians out.
They what
Yeah.
they called Negroes or niggas. They were sending the niggas out.
Cannibal Negroes, right. They were sending them out to the Caribbean. Now, what do the people in the Caribbean look like today? So these people are descended of that group of Pequot and thousands and thousands and probably millions of other Indians from North America. Then why do they look like how they do? Why
Right.
don't they look like
They come
Tonto and
they come from
Geronimo?
everywhere.
Exactly.
Then you got
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, the Tainos that was already there.
Right.
Oh man. So it's just Indians
But
blended in with some more Indians to make some more Indians.
I'm
So,
telling you, if millions of those Indians look like Geronimo, then why they ain't looking like Geronimo now? You know, that's the proof right there. You seeing all these slaves being shipped out to the Caribbean. And then they're telling us that most of the slaves came from the Caribbean that was in North America. So they just remixing the people pretty much. Like, really, how many Africans could they have sent?
well, really, they didn't have to because they was just dealing with us over here. It was no need to even go to Africa right then because, see, all this is tricky. All this is
Right.
tricky. They seen what they was doing here and did it somewhere else, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what they did. They're trying to compete with the Spanish.
Mm.
Right. And the Spanish, we know the Spanish, the first slaves they had shipped the Taino people or the Arawak people to Spain. Right.
Mm.
So, yeah, but that's all I got right now, y'all.
So
I
that
just
the
wanted to
me,
go into
that's the Migos, ain't it?
the Mega, right. Yep.
Oh man, I can't go in the store and say my friend no more. No, I'm just
Now,
my
some of their people was enslaved. But
my
here's the book,
friend.
you guys. Y'all can see it.
Oh, hold
The
on, hold on. Let me
Stringers
let me
Puritan.
flip you over there so they can see it. All right, you over there.
Okay. Here's the book, The Stringers Puritan, you guys, by Hugh Peters.
1598 to
Yeah.
1660. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
that's his life. So it's an autobiography also, like I said, with his dealing with commerce and his religious life.
He
Now he
said
also
that.
has this family genealogy in it. Somebody got a
Oh,
question?
yeah. Any questions? Cause she got to run. She's
I
not.
gotta
She.
go right
We
now,
just wanted to
y'all.
get this on to y'all. So, matter of fact,
Yeah.
you can handle your business, Tasha. Thank you for coming out. We here. If you want to come back and finish, you can hit me up, and we can finish it at any time.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I pretty much wanted to show you guys.
Okay. All right. So that was
Many
the
questions.
continuous from this morning. If you missed this morning build, this
Listen,
is
you guys.
okay. Let me see. Come on, hit that like button. Let me see. The original name of Spain is Hispaniola. Okay, they were sending people out. They say if they were sending out people from Africa, U.S. would be in Africa now. Much love. Okay.
Right.
So you got anything you want to say before you run out? Because I know you got to go handle your business.
Mm,
All right,
no, don't
all
really
right,
have
y'all.
any.
So I'm
Just
gonna
look
sit
up the.
here. I'm gonna sit here and mess with them for a minute before I get off. See if they got anything they wanted to chat about.
Yeah,
So
can you pull up the Wildcat for them so they can see if they can find the book in their library?
the Wildcat.
I mean, WorldCat. Why do I keep calling it Wildcat?
Okay,
WorldCat,
you send me.
WorldCat.org.
Okay. Oh, I
No, I
thought
didn't send that to you. Remember, you pulled it up earlier.
right. The worldcat.org. I got you. Got you.
Yeah, you pulled it
Okay.
up for them.
All
All
right.
right,
Well,
thank you guys. And, I'm sorry, I
thank
keep
you.
cutting you off because it's delayed or something.
Oh, you good? But thank you. No, thank you.
All right, thank you,
All right.
Coach. Thank you
We.
all. All
All right.
right,
We'll
no,
see you later.
no.
What's up, y'all? It's me. I'm back. Let me blow this up so I can. I know I was in a little corner over here. Halito, everyone. That was continuation from this this morning's build. We had went through and hit a couple of books, and when we seen that book, we was talking about 1638, the Pequots, and we was talking about in 1738 Captain Cujo, how they were shipping people from here over to the islands and back and forth. And she was like, "Oh, I got this book." So we looked up the book. We really couldn't find it. It was sold out everywhere. Someone bought the book today. They said they was going to turn it to a PDF. And it was just some great information. So she hit me back, said she had some PDFs for me to show you all. And that's basically where we at right now. We went over the paradox. Let me see if I can get back to this. It was called The Paradox of Indian Slavery in early, that's all they really say. So basically it was the first, let me see, cheeks, okay. The first slave boat, you have it there. So people be talking about, oh, they brought Africans. No, they took us and took us elsewhere. We was hot commodity. It kind of makes sense to me, because if you look at everything that goes on now, especially dealing with sports and how athletic we are compared to the rest of the world, it's nothing like us. It's like we're like one of a kind. So it would be like, oh man, them boys athletic, and I don't know how it tell you how they got us through the 1638. They used 2 other tribes to come down on one, and you don't know how many times they repeated the cycle. Another thing, they kidnapped us. But she was talking about how they kidnapped the children. They kidnapped us, and it was just rough. I didn't know you had to sign a contract to be in servitude either. I didn't know that. So I'm still learning. It's a lot of information to learn, and this is exciting to me. I love it. So did anybody had anything they wanted to say or anything they wanted me to do before I get up out of here? I'm really not in a rush. I handled all my business today. Let me see. Hummingbird, Chief Hummingbird, MJG89. I'm about to start rapping the MJG song. So, what else we got busting? I think that's about it. I don't have anything else for y'all today. Thank y'all for coming out. If it's anything that you all got that you all want us to work on, let me know. If there's any type of anything y'all got going on, just say, hey, coach, check this out, and I'm with it. NFL body cheat. They used to always to check their body. Genesis American. She's on. Thank you. Okay, Galen. Man, the vibe is so correct today. Yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a great day today, actually. And see if we can keep that rolling. I'm gonna hit up Phoenix and see what she got going on today. Man, the vibe is so correct today. Now I also have some comedians coming through. I got a lot of people coming through. So this is the channel you want to be at. I'm trying to, so please share, let everybody know. I'm going to stop going live on all the other channels and just go live on this one. But I'm just trying to give everybody a chance to get there so they can say, hey, man, we missed it. We missed it. It's a lot of good information coming. And I'm just trying to keep it rolling, keep it rolling, keep it rolling. And I thank you all for being there and working with us. So until later on today, let me see. I read that the U.S. shipping industry steamed from their shipping the Indians population from the U.S. down to South America to the islands and back here again. That's it. When you read that 1738 treaty, Cujo, you'll see how they was bringing them in and taking them out. How they was bringing them in and taking them out. And they was just staying right here in the Americas. They was staying right here in the Americas. Seven God Energy, what's up? What's up? What is good? What is good? So, other than that, how did y'all enjoy Chief Bluefeather yesterday? I had to go back and listen to that. I was like, this is tough. I hate it had a little echo in it. I didn't work that little part out, so when she come back and give us that positive vibe, some good words of inspiration, we won't have that echo no more. So, thank her for that. And I think that's about it, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and hit up and see what else, other bills that they have on the list for us to do. See which ones I can get done today. And we will be back. All right, loyalty coexists. Peace to you, and peace to everyone else in the chat. I like to go out with a little music, come in with a little music. So, all right, y'all, I'm out.